chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something that can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. And she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your biz what this pink stuff is, gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something that can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On the move to his left. Some space to operate. The big fella. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Ravens 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It's taken on the 25. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
He's going deep for Brown. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
At their own.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Cook, a 1st down and more. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play there out of Cook, 62 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Vikings 14, Ravens 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Vikings 21, Ravens 7. Dan Bailey to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. Just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Fournette, a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, they'll throw. And coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 31-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Escaping the Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's that first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Rodney. These guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
It's 2nd down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mark Hughes. And some room to run now. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Vikings 31. Ravens.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll try and run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he knocks the ball away at 4.
Throw me in rotation.
The all-pro safety knocking it free.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now back to throw. And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get...
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Mark Andrews. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty your bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will swell by one more.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Tell me again. My doom.
I'm doing this.
Dirty as fuck.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make
Gotta
some better
contain the
decisions on
edge,
this
buddy.
drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking at those three, they kind of fit different positions. Which one do we need the most? That's what it comes down to. I don't think there's a clear cut.
Shit, I fuck around P. James Wiseman put Carlton Towns at power forward. Now we got Twin Towers down there.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So question for Queen,
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, Baltimore.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to slip. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. Get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That motherfucker.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
They said I passed interference. They be hurting for bum ass niggas in this game. Boy! Shit! Already up by 31, bro.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Oh, cool.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2.
Tidal
Brings up
wave.
2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson steps away. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown! Second touchdown of the season. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was all
yes, sir.
to
Yes,
get
sir.
into their big lead.
That song is fire, boy.
Vikings 52. Ravens 14. Dan Bailey to kick off 4 minutes.
Fuck you look like, bitch. You ain't getting no $70 G's of
Bailey
me.
now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
I got snapped. You not fucking with me with the snipers, nigga. Back up. Who the fuck is you, nigga?
Yeah.
I don't know, nigga. I don't know, nigga. No, nigga. Pull up on your block. We gon' blow, nigga. Blow. Run from the ghost, nigga. Gas when I smoke. Out the window. We ain't get no money, silly hoe.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I just like a stain Dooney Hood.
I just with my nigga and his bro.
Oh. I ducked. Hell no.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Bitch.
Man,
Damn.
it's Rattler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Talking out his neck. Pistol through his throat.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the ground, on the floor. Someone pick him up.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
You better not stay on the phone talking about my
Now throw on
doing.
first down there, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Fuck out of here, dude.
To throw again, Jackson. He's got that wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Baltimore.
You watched the gameplay with me?
Yeah.
HD as fuck. Something in my mind put it gonna be looking like Zad there. Fuck around face game.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll get that to 4 complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Oh, he just beat me with the sniper.
At the 33, 2nd and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
Smack your little stupid ass. Fuck yeah, fuck you.
Jackson will throw again. And his throw here is incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal. Your rival, the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes, knock it away.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
God damn it.
Again, it's Cook. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16.
Today's final score.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially in overtime.
Enemy in the back
when that
alley.
can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
You certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward.
Fuck.
It actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gott. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
You got splattered like a bologna sandwich.
Bro, what?
Yeah. Sniper's only this time.
And she should.